Ek klim vir 'n treinrit wat my glo my lewe gaan weerspieël. Klomp stasies op my pad. Sommige mooier as ander, maar elk uniek. En dan die moerkoffie, die lewe se vernis, rond, vol, geurig en vol smaak, ryk en lekker. Drink hom slukkie vir slukkie, geniet hom. Laat hy oor die tong rol, want by jou stasie is die rit verby. Die rit weet te flits van die geheue.
Jy's my ou vriend, hoe lyk dit daar by jou? Jy sê, jy moet maar verskoon hoe my hare lyk nie, maar ek sê vir jou sê, ek het nou hier, in die middel van Junie, het ek nou griep. So ek voel nie heeltemal myself nie, maar jy weet, daar's net so baie goed is wat moet gebeur se week, en ek glo jou nou ook. Jy weet, dat 'n ou nie eintlik kan bekostig om net kop te gaan neerlê nie. Maar bovendien ook, jy weet, as jy griep het en jy gaan lê, dan raak jy net sieker en sieker. Ou moet beweeg man, jy moet aan die go bly. Maar nou ja, wat 'n interessante week weer eens nie. Ek weet nie meer nie, ek sê vir jou sê, ons was al as 'n kleptokrasie beskou, ons sê ons is 'n demokrasie, maar deesdae lyk dit vir my net al hoe meer na 'n tipiese hipokrasie, sal ek eerder sê. 'n Klomp hypocrites. En dit natuurlik, hierdie regering van ons, want dit wat hulle beoog om te doen, kry hulle nie reg nie, hulle doen dit nie. Wat ek meen, ons is nou al 32 jaar in die sogenaamde demokrasie in, en al wat ons sien is hypokrasie. Dis geen wonder, hulle kry goed nie reg nie. Die president vra elke nou en dan, ja maar jy sê, julle moet nou verstaan jong, ons moet nou die inequality moet ons nou reg kry. Ag, ons is al moeg van daai crap man, dit is absolute nonsens.
Apartheid. Apartheid. You've had 30 years to cry about it while the country burns. We have the ANC, a bunch of corrupt, thieving, economy-destroying imbeciles whose only qualification is their ability to say apartheid in every speech. They've turned the country into a buffet of incompetence. Load shedding, crime, unemployment. Don't worry. The ANC answer to everything is more government. And the worst part? They sell it to you under the warm, fuzzy blanket of transformation, social justice and equity. Sound familiar?
Jy weet daar in my ou heimat die Weskaap, praat die manne mos van die boere. Maar hier kom die boere, watch out boys, hier kom die boere. Maar hulle bedoel nou nie boere wat met plase en trekkers ry en boorgate het nie, en sulke goed nie. Hulle praat van die cops. Nou deesdae het ons 'n Jacobs, wat absoluut, ek sê vir jou sê, hy is na my mening op hierdie stadium, hy is een van die groot sterre in Suid-Afrika, maar bietjie meer daaroor later dan. Al drie my stories hierdie week gaan eintlik maar oor indiensneming. Ons hoor mos nou die heeltyd, soveel wites moet afbetaal word, dat, jy weet ons hierdie ding kan regkry, maar nou die ouens wat gegaan het en die somme gemaak het gesê, nee, maar al, dankie al die klomp wites af, dan gaan ons nog steeds, gaan ons maar iets soos 1 of 2 of 3%, ek weet nie, gaan ons die werkloosheid minder maak. Maar nou, hierdie week doen haar nou 'n video die ronde, en dan is dit so 'n soort van, what the fuck, wat gaan aan? Nou die eerste een verstaan ek nie van waar dit nou ewe skielik bevraagteken word nie. Ek wil vir jou vra, waar was jy in 2008? Baie mense was in 'n benewelde toestand van reënboog, nasie, euforia. Ek het destyds al op my Facebook, het ek dit bevraagteken. En dit is wat ek bevraagteken het. Toe die Chinese in 2008 volle BEE magte gegee. Want destyds is ek stilgemaak as 'n rasis en samensweringsterroris en al sulke tipe goedes, van wie is ek nou? My skrywers is tot op Praag, die webwerf van die Dan Rood organisasie, so baie subtiel onder die maatjie ingevee, maar moenie daaroor praat nie. Nou na die video, die week hier rond is gedoen het, En al die honde nou iewes skielik wakker is en hulle blaf soort van paniekerig rond. Hulle weet nie of die geraas wat hulle gehoor het, die bure se kat is wat op hitte gaan of wat nie. Nou iewes skielik is dit 'n groot issue. So ek speel gou vir jou hierdie, ek gaan nie die hele ene speel nie, want die ou praat bietjie lelik as 'n Engelsman, jy weet, hulle praat mos so skrikkelik lelik, en ek natuurlik het 'n fobie oor Krietaal, soos jy sal weet. Wink, wink.
Morning. Back in cheerful, sunny South Africa. Having arrived with an old mate. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, gang.
And we come into the old veld where I used to hang out. And there's a lovely Chinese company called Central Bridge Construction from the Changfeng Metals Industry Holdings. Now look at this factory. This is on one of the old runways from Dunote Air Force Base behind us. There's Gabella. And now they're constructing living accommodation. See, this company, it's all Chinese employed. Where's your black management? Where's your black directors? Where's your black anything? Oh, hang on, we've got a black security guard. Otherwise, it's all Chinese. Yep, they've paid Cyril, they've paid the ANC for their privilege to be here. But they're not adding to our economy, they're not adding to anything. And they sure as hell ain't giving black people jobs. Where's your BEE now, Cyril?
Nou sien nou daar, waar was julle gewees? Baie van my pelle wat nou in Australië sit, hulle daar het gesien, nee, maar dit is so die groei van die land en al sulke tipe van goed is. Die Chinese gaan vir ons so baie werk gee en so aan. En ons weet ons uit vorige ondervinding uit. Wat ek weet, was deur Afrika waar hulle betrokke raak op projekte en goed as hulle bring hulle eie arbeid. Nou nog 'n verhaaltjie van voortrek van uitlanders tot in die hoogste gestoeltes van ons universiteite, skole en sogenaamde SETA's, bo die van Suid-Afrikaners, is besig om nou ook te ontvou. Mense raak nou wakker vir dit. Nou deesdae is daar 'n nuwe seepie op die kassie. Ek noem dit 'n seepie, dis nie op jou TV nie, jy kan net op YouTube kyk. The Committee of whatever. Ek noem dit sommer daai komitee. Nou die grootste sterre na my mening is die volgende twee manne, Liam Jacobs en natuurlik Ashley Souls. Hierdie man is gevaarliker as 'n AK-47 tydens 'n ondervraging. Liam vir sy oorskynlike kalmte en nou nonsens benadering. Hy waarsku die ou wat hy gaan ondervra vooraf, hy gaan nie nice wees nie. En dan Ashley Souls. Waar kry julle hierdie man? Want ek sou vir jou sê, ek weet nie, hy kom dalk van die maan af. Hierdie ou stuur sy vrae so syne uit, en dan bou hy daai web, net soos 'n spinnekop, hy bou daai web, totdat daai persoon vir hom vasloop, en dan sit hulle papie. Kyk hierdie ene, kyk hoe werk Liam, hierdie eensagbare, alhoewel hy seker nog steeds agbare, alhoewel hy's aangekla vir verdoeseling van goed en aanspreekbaar geld wat te sprake is en so aan. Ons weet nou nie wat sy dag in die hof gaan wees, het gaan seker so lank vas. Soos Jacobsinne. Kyk hoe werk Liam die eensagbare Danny Jordaan, president van SAFA se sake.
Honorable Jacobs.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, we do it interpellation style here, and if I'm satisfied with the answer that I receive, I will stop it, and then we can carry on. Chairperson, through you, I'd like to ask Mr. Jordan, do you believe in the concept of democracy? Can you please put your microphone on when you respond?
I'm a product of a struggle for democracy.
You have respect for the concept of democracy.
You're asking me a question that is self-evident.
Okay. Do you understand the importance of term limits?
I understand it. I was sitting here as a member of parliament.
Do you understand the importance of term limits?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware that you are one of the longest serving presidents of any football association on the planet? I'm not done. You are one of the longest serving. on the planet.
It's not
12
true.
years almost.
It's not true.
Can you let me finish? I'm still busy with my interrogation, yeah.
Honorable Liam Jacobs, proceed.
Arietsi. Anyways, Chairperson, I would like to ask, Mr. Jordan, do you consider yourself a responsible leader? Can you please switch his microphone on, Chair?
Chair, can I just understand? You said now, when we had the list of questions, that we'll have all the questions and then we'll answer. Is this now a deviation from that order that you said? Next question.
This is not next question. I'm holding you accountable. Do you consider yourself to be a responsible leader?
Did you look at my areas of responsibility? I was sitting where you are sitting.
I'm asking you, it's a yes or no question.
I was sitting where you were sitting, and yes, I was a member of this parliament.
I'm asking, do you consider yourself to be a responsible leader?
The response was yes, Honorable Jacob.
Thank you very much. It's implied.
Sisa, wat 'n boetjie. By the way, SAFA is 'n groot finansiële verknorsing. So BE werk duidelik nie vir hulle nie. Almal vertel nog vir jou van, Danny het vir ons die World Cup gekry. Ek dink dit is tyd dat Keita 'n bietjie 'n draai gaan maak by SA sokker. Gaan kyk hoekom word daar nie meer wedstryde gewen nie. Kom daai stadions nie vol nie. Miskien is dit tyd om daai inequity 'n bietjie uit te vee, uit te wis. Hier is Ashley Sauls besig om met SETA se sake te werk. Die SETA wat deesdae die Suid-Afrikaners aanstel, hulle stel meer uitlanders aan. Foreigners stel hulle aan as wat hulle plaaslike mense aanstel. So hy wil uitvind hierso hoekom Zimbabweërs in die hoë gestoeltes geplaas word en nie Suid-Afrikaners nie.
Please answer the question. Is it correct for not you, a Zimbabwean that is in Zimbabwe now, is it correct for that Zimbabwean to expect the government of Zimbabwe to prioritize jobs for them?
Zimbabweans.
Yes.
It's correct. It's correct for the Zimbabwean government to prioritize jobs for Zimbabweans. It's correct.
Do you consider yourself South African or Zimbabwean?
I consider myself to be South African. I travel on a South African passport. Thank you.
You're no longer Zimbabwean.
The Zimbabwean constitution does allow for dual citizenship, so does South African. So I still hold my Zimbabwean ID. That's correct.
Director, what's your nationality?
I'm classified as a colored South African.
A colored South African. Now, to the both of you, out of 1,893 total, there are only 7 colored South Africans employed. What is the reason for this?
Well, our employment equity plan works on the basis of natural attrition. So it's not working on the basis that we basically get rid of people in order to get the representation figures right. It works on the basis of natural attrition, and you will know natural attrition, especially in a South African university sector, where our turnover is something like 2.7%. You just don't get the opportunity to very robustly and aggressively increase the numbers where they may be lacking. That's the situation.
Are you saying that that's the reason why you only have 7 coloreds out of 1,893 total staff?
The principle we work on is natural attrition. Our other aspect is how do we attract people to apply for positions at our university. We have a number of impediments. The most significant one, to my observation, is the location of our
Okay, let me put it to you this way. Natural attrition. Let me put it to you this way. Foreign nationals, not permanent residents, foreign nationals are 10 in total. 10 foreign nationals, which the law says you should not employ unless it is a scarce skill. It's not permanent residence. I don't have time, but this would be my last question. It has to be. There's 10 foreign nationals. They are more than coloreds in total at the university.
Agreed.
How does your reason justify that?
Okay, because that category of employee is based on a contract. They're not permanent employees.
Are you listening to yourself now?
Yes, I am listening to myself.
You have 7 colored South Africans in total. You have on contract. It's still employment. Somebody's going home with money. You have 10 foreign nationals, more than colored South Africans born here. Foreign nationals, based on the conversation we're having here, there's permanent residents, there's naturalized citizens. Now you have foreign nationals that doesn't have permanent residence. They don't have naturalized citizenship. You have more of them employed at the university and less colored South Africans born here. How do you justify that? Do you understand what I'm saying? Colored South Africans are being marginalized in this country. There is no justification. You take 7 colored South Africans that are born here. You take 10 foreign nationals, and that's supposed to be okay?
Can I respond?
Is that okay?
No.
Wonder wat sê die president hiervan? Dink jy gaan geskok wees, my ou vriend, of wat gaan gebeur? Jy weet, dis deesdae so maklik om vir Cyril te skok. Ek sien vir jou môreoggend op die trein. 8 tot 10, Moer Koffie Express, net hier op Radio South Africa.
Radio South Africa, your voice. 24/7.